Welcome dear student and Jai Swaminarayan. Today in this video we will discuss the last point of the chapter, that is the scattering of the light. Dear student, scattering of the light is the principle of the light, same as the another principle of the light, like a reflection of the light, refraction of the light and the dispersion of the light. So today in this video we will discuss about a scattering of the light and the natural phenomena which we can understand with the help of the scattering of the light. So dear student, first of all, what do you mean by the scattering of the light? To scatter, that means to spread, right? So when the sunlight falling on the particles in the atmosphere, the particles first absorb the sunlight and suddenly it emits the light in all the direction, and this phenomena is known as the scattering of the light. In the simple language we can say that the scattering of the light is the spreading of a light in the all the direction by the colliding particle in the atmosphere. So first of all, what do you mean by the scattering? The spreading of a light in all the direction by colliding particles in the atmosphere is called the scattering of the light. Dear student, we know that our atmosphere contains the so many colliding particles, like atoms of the various gaseous, right, dust particles, water particles, right, all particles. Some of the particles are very small compared to the wavelength of the light, some of the particles are very large compared to the wavelength of the light. So among all the molecules, atoms, right, that are colliding particles, and when the sunlight falls on the colliding particles of the atmosphere, the colliding particles first absorb the light, all the sunlight, and suddenly it spread the light in all the direction, and this phenomena is known as the scattering of the light. So dear student, the scattering of the light, that means the spreading of a light in all the direction by the colliding particles in the atmosphere, is called the scattering of the light. The scientist Lord Rayleigh gives the laws for the scattering of the light, and according to the Rayleigh's law, the scattering of the light is depends on the wavelength of the light, right? The wavelength of the light lies in a range of the 400 nanometer to the 700 nanometer, right? We know that the wavelength of the light lies in between a 4000 angstrom to the 8000 angstrom, or we can say that the 400 nanometer to the 800 nanometer for a visible light, right? So here, the according to the Lord Rayleigh's law, right, the scattering of the light is depends on the wavelength of the light. Scattering of the light is decreases with the increase in the wavelength. As the wavelength is more, right, the light to be scattered for a more wavelength is a less intense. So, dear student, according to the Rayleigh's law, the scattering of the light depends on the wavelength of the light. As the wavelength is more, the light to be scattered less, right? And if the wavelength is less, the light to be scattered more. So the scattering of the light is decreases with the increase in the wavelength. So understand dear student, what do you mean by the scattering? The scattering of the light is a spreading of the light in all the direction by a colliding particle, right? With the help of the scattering of the light, we can understand the various phenomena occurring in the nature, such as that the Tyndall effect, right? The color of the clear sky is a blue, the color of the sky at the sunset and the sunrise is a reddish yellow, right? These phenomena we can understand with the help of the scattering of the light. So let us understand the one natural phenomena occurring in our atmosphere, that is a Tyndall effect, right? So first natural phenomena is a Tyndall effect, and this point is a very important for the examination also. Write a short note on the Tyndall effect. So what is the Tyndall effect? So when the beam of the light passes through a colloidal solution, the path of the light becomes visible due to the scattering of the light by a colliding particles, and this effect is known as the Tyndall effect. So dear student, when the ray of the light is passing through the colliding solution or any solution contains the small particles, right, the path of the light becomes visible during the due to the scattering of the light, right, by a colliding particle, and this effect is known as the Tyndall effect. Tyndall effect we can see in the atmosphere also, or in the one test tube. If we take a colliding solution, right, and by a torch, when we pass a ray of the light to this test tube, right, the path of the light becomes visible in the colliding solution, right. So this effect is known as the Tyndall effect. So what is the Tyndall effect? When a beam of the light passes through a colloidal solution, the path of the light becomes visible due to the scattering of the light by a colliding particles, and this effect is known as the Tyndall effect. So in our earth atmosphere we can see the Tyndall effect. Why? Because the earth atmosphere contains the air molecules, water droplets, dust, smoke particles, and etc. All the so many colliding particles contains the inner earth atmosphere. Now when the sunlight passes through the atmosphere, the path of the light becomes visible due to the scattering of the light by the colliding particles. The colliding particles are such as air molecules, water droplets, dust particles, smoke particles, and all are the colliding particles. So when the sunlight passes through the colliding particles, the path of the light becomes visible, and this effect is known as the Tyndall effect. The color of the scattered light depends on the size of the scattering particle, or we can say that the colliding particle, right. Very fine particles scatter the blue light because the light having the small wavelength to be scattered by the very fine particle, very small particle scatters the blue light, whereas very large particle scatters the red color light. So dear student, here the color of the scatter light and the wavelength of the scatter light depends on the size of the scattering particle. Different size of the scattering particle scatters the light of the different wavelength, different color. Very small particle which is very less than the wavelength of the light scatters the blue light, whereas the large particle scatters the different color of the light according to the size of the particle, right. So dear student, understand what is the Tyndall effect and how the light is scattered when the light is falling on the scattering particle, right, or colliding particle. The first of the light is absorbed by the particle, and suddenly it emits the light in all the direction, or it scatters the light in the all the direction, or we can say that it spread the light in all the direction. Different size particle, the particle of a different size scatters the light of the different wavelength in all the direction, right. So let us see the example of the Tyndall effect. We can see the path of the light to be visible in this forest area where the dust particles are there, and when the light is falling on the sunlight is falling on the particle, right, the path of the sunlight becomes visible due to the scattering of the particle. Similarly, in the dark room, when the sunlight entering to the room, right, we can see the path of the light visible due to the scattering of the particles of the air molecules in a room, or we can say that the dust particle in a room, the light is to be scattered. So this effect is known as the Tyndall effect. So dear student, now the second phenomena which we can understand with the help of the scattering of the light is the color of the clear sky is a blue, color of the clouds is a white, right. Why? Because of the scattering of the light. So here, why is the color of the clear sky is blue and why is the color of the clouds are a white. We can understand with the help of the scattering particles. So here the molecules of the air and the other small particles in the atmosphere have a size smaller than the wavelength of the visible light, right? So the atmosphere contains the air molecules and the small particles like molecules, atoms of the different gas, which has a size very small compared to the wavelength of the visible light, which is the 400 nanometer to the 700 nanometer. So the atmosphere contains the molecules of the air and the small particles which is less than the 400 nanometer are there. So they are more effective in the scattering of the shorter wavelength at the blue end, right? So the we know that the small particles of the fine molecules have scatters the light of the shorter wavelength. So understand dear students, here the smaller size particle. The particle which has a size smaller than the wavelength of the visible light are more effective in the scattering of the shorter wavelength, that is the blue light, compared to the longer wavelength, that is the red light. So here the scattering by the smaller particle, right, is the blue light is the most scattered by the smaller particle compared to the red light. So here the wavelength of the blue light is shorter than the wavelength of the red light. So according to the Rayleigh's criteria, the blue light can be scattered most compared to the wavelength, right? So here the red light has the wavelength about a 1.8 times greater than the blue light, and therefore when the sunlight passes through the atmosphere, the fine particles, small particles in the air scatters the blue light shorter wavelength more compared to the larger wavelength red. So here the intensity of the blue light is 8 to 9 times that of the red light, and the scattered blue light enters our eye so that the sky becomes a blue. We can see the color of the sky is a blue due to the scattering of the blue light more compared to the red light. We can visible that the color of the sky is a blue. So dear student, understand why the color of the clear sky is a blue. Here the in the our atmosphere very size of the smaller particles scatters the blue light most compared to the red light, and so that the color of the clear sky becomes the blue, right? Why the color of the clouds becomes a color of the clouds is red, right? So clouds contains the water molecules, right, water droplets, and when the light is falling on the water droplets which has the size comparable to the wavelength of the light, approximately same as the wavelength of the light. So when the sunlight falling on the water droplets which has a size similar to the wavelength of the light, it absorbs all the light and suddenly it emits all the light in all the direction with the same intensity. So the clouds becomes a white, right? So appearing becomes a white. Why the clouds? Because all the wavelength of the light are emitted in all the direction with the same portion. So we can say that all the light are suddenly scattered in all the direction. The color of the cloud is white, right? So color of the clear sky is a blue because of the scattering of the blue light more by the particles which is a smaller in a size, right? And the color of the clouds are a white due to the scattering of the light from the water droplets in the cloud. So dear student, now think about how happen if there is no atmosphere in the earth. If the earth had a no atmosphere and the scattering would not happen in the earth, right? What is the color of the sky? So yes, the color of the sky would have a dark, like a black color. So if the earth had a no atmosphere, there would not have been any scattering in the atmosphere, the color, the sky would have looked dark, like a black color, right? So dear student, understand these natural phenomena which we can explain with the help of the scattering of the light. The color of the clear sky is a blue, color of the clouds is a white, is due to the scattering of the light of the different wavelength, right? So in the sky, the smaller particles scatter the blue light most, so the color of the sky becomes a, the color of the sky is a blue, right? And if we consider about a clouds contain the water droplet, and in the water droplet, the water droplet scatters the light in all the direction with the same intensity, right? So the color of the clouds is a white. So now another natural phenomena we can explain with the help of the scattering of the light is the color of the sky at the sunrise and the sunset is a reddish yellow. Why the color of the sky at the sunset or sunrise or a sunset is a reddish yellow? So at the sunrise and the sunset, the sun is near the horizon, and the light from the sun travels through the thicker layer of the atmosphere and the longer distance through the atmosphere. So when the sun is at the near to the horizon at the sunrise and the sunset, the sun is near to the horizon, the sunlight has to be traveled a more distance in the atmosphere compared to the sun is nearly overhead. When the sun is at the overhead, it the sunlight has to be passed a less distance compared to the sunrise and the sunset. So at the sunrise, at the sunset, the sun is near the horizon, and the light from the sun travels through a thicker layer of the atmosphere and longer distance through the atmosphere. So sunlight has to be travel a longer distance when it is near to the horizon. Now the near to the horizon, most of the blue light and the shorter wavelengths are scattered away by the particles of the air in the atmosphere, and the ray light and the longer wavelength reach to the our eye. So near to the horizon, the blue light scatter away, right? And only the red light is appear to us, or ray light reaches to the our eye. But at the overhead, the light sunlight has to be travel a less distance compared to the near to the horizon, right? So we can appear at the sun, overhead sun, we can appear the color of the sky is a blue because the blue light is scattered most compared to the red light. But at the sunset or a sunrise, right, the sunlight has to be travel a more distance through the atmosphere. So here due to the sunlight has to be travel a longer distance through the atmosphere. Near the horizon, most of the blue light scattered away from the sun, right? And the shorter wavelengths are scattered away by the particles of the air, and the red light has a longer wavelength reach our eye only, right? The blue light cannot reach to the our eye on in the earth, right? So we can appear the sun appear a reddish yellow at the sunset or sunset, right? So dear student, the sun appear reddish at the sunrise and the sunset because of the scattering of the blue light scatter away, sun appears the reddish. But at that time the sky on the other away from the sun is a blue because of the blue light scattered most. So dear student, these all the phenomena, natural phenomena we can explain with the help of the scattering of the light. So dear student, in this point you have to draw this figure to understand the scattering of the blue light away from the sun appears as a reddish. So if we consider the earth like this, completely sphere at the one portion of the earth, the observer is at this, right? At the sun sign or sunrise, right? And sunset, the sun is near to the horizon. So here the sunlight has to be travel a more distance compared to the sun is at the overhead. So here the less blue light scattering of the blue light is less. So the blue light is reach to our eye. But here the blue light scatter away from the sun by the air particles, and only the red light is reached to our eye. So the sun can appear reddish at the sunrise and the sunset. So you have to explain this with the help of this figure at the sunrise and the sunset. So this is the sun is at the near horizon at the sunrise and the sunset, and the overhead the sun is at the overhead. So here the light has to be travel a less distance, and here the light is to be travel more distance, right? So understand why the color of the sky at the sunrise and the sunset is a reddish yellow, because of the blue light is scattered away from the sun. So to our eye only the longer wavelength red light has a longer wavelength reach to our eye, and because of this the sun appear a reddish yellow at the sunrise and the sunset. So dear student, I hope that you understand all the natural phenomena which can be explained with the help of the scattering of the light. Thank you very much for watching my video.